Hello, everyone out there. Welcome to Getting Down with Dave C. And yes, I have my camera on, at least for a minute or two, because I have to show off some stuff. Uh-oh. And turn off the volume on the other laptop there. Hey, Kremlin, how you doing?
Already to the boomer maneuver there. I see, Dave.
Yeah, I do a lot of that these days. And you miss the old Batman Beyond. See, JT, I know people like the Batman Beyond. Yeah, it's weird. It's crazy. And Kremlin, guess how old this is already? 1999. But you did say old. So, yeah. And then I wanted to show off some stuff just real quick, which most people who probably will be here have seen this. So I saw this online a couple times, and they were all beat up and chewed up like their dog or kids, been playing with it, like you're supposed to.
Sure.
And
yours just still has a tag.
Mine still has. Well, the reason why I keep it on there is, one, I don't want to lose it if I take it off, but it is the original Warner Brothers DC Heroes collection.
Oh, nice.
From 1999. Yeah, with the sticker still on it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave that off if I displayed in a case or something, because I got this little. This is a Funko. You've seen this before, I think, JT.
I have, yeah.
This is a Funko Pop one. My lighting is weird. Most people have a focus problem. Mine is light. It self-adjusts. But anyway, I like this little cool little guy. He's cool. This is like a Funko Pop design, but it's not. It's like a Hero World Funko Pop. Really cheap. You can get a whole list of the characters. I might get a couple little more, because I got like him in the Batman one for like $11 plus shipping. The big one was a little more. That one cost me a lot more because it was in really good shape. But anyway, I'm just going to show off that. And no, JT, I know you really liked Angel and the Ape there.
I did. For folks that don't know, Angel and the Ape was a book that we found, or a series that we found while reading another series that we weren't really that into. And it got to the point where we just saw this ad for Angel and the Ape from the late 70s. And so we kind of laughed at the ad. And I said, you know what? Screw this one we're reading. Let's do this other one next week. And you were like, yeah, let's do it. And folks, it was a comic book about a very pretty looking blonde, had was ditzy, but also very smart at the same time.
Yeah.
And then but Charlie's Angel's attractive, and then you had a gorilla, an ape, who was an illustrator, a comic book illustrator, and they owned a private detective agency to get him into hijinks. And then it was basically a hit piece on Stan Lee for every issue. So I found it hilarious. I heard Clobby's voice in every single page of that thing.
Yeah.
But we decided, you know what? We did have fun with that for 2 issues, but Dave was like, man, I really want to get into Batman Beyond. I said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. The Angel and Ape, I kind of wanted to do it, so I owe JT an apology, because I just threw him a curveball and said, yeah, I took a week off, as I'm apt to do sometimes. And I did Morbius on Amazing Spider-Man 101 for Halloween, which was fun, which was good. It was good. It was fun. And then I wanted to do this one because I had this, I watched the animated, and then I watched the animated movie, Return of Joker. And I was thinking, people keep mentioning Batman Beyond, and I love this suit, this suit design, which is all tech, by the way, JT. Yeah. It's all tech. And it's not like you're unfamiliar with Batman Beyond. You know who Terry McGinnis is and the story, right? Or do you need like the origin story? Well,
I do. I haven't read all of the dozen different Batman Beyonds, but
well, this is kind of like the first one, and yes, everybody, it's damn near like 26 years old already. And Kremlin says the newer series is meh. Yeah, I haven't watched any of the newer series, and I haven't even read any of these comics. I almost bought this series of comics, And damn, man, it went for like several $100s, but it went cheaper than I thought it was going to. And I didn't bid on it. So I'm an idiot because these in good conditions are kind of a collector's. But what do you the cover is pretty basic here, JT. It's in the future. Don't quote me on what year it's supposed to be in.
Okay. Well, they tried to make it look futuristic and retro at the same time with the traditional DC up in the corner.
Yeah, it totally is.
It would not be my type of cover to pick up. It just wouldn't.
No, I would do it because it's Batman Beyond and say, I'm going to check this out. At least one. See, because it's a 1 through 6 and you're not hooked in for a whole run, a whole series run. Because I know Batman Adventures, not the new Batman Adventures. I have that run. That's the one that follows up the TOS Batman comic. I mean, animated show that's, just loved by everybody, which is so good. I think maybe you've seen that, the original Batman animated show.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yep.
Okay. So this is Bruce Timm, it looks like, who did the cover. One of the reasons why I wanted to do it, I like Bruce Timm's style. And this cover is basic because it's an origin story.
Yeah.
And we'll get into Rick Burchett as the penciler and Lee Luchredge as the colorist. And Hilary Bader. Don't know these names. I kind of know Rick Burchett through these Batman comics, and maybe that's why. But did you read this beforehand, or is this your first look?
This is my first look on this one.
Oh, okay, cool. Then it says Batman created by.
As is tradition. I try not to peek.
Yeah, it's tradition. Yeah. I went through it really quickly. It's a fast read. I don't imagine we'll be here that long unless we stick around and talk about it.
That's okay. I mean, we'll give it the time it needs, and
yeah,
that'll be it.
Yeah, and I was very interested to see if it was going to follow the animated show because it said it did, but we'll find out. So you get, it's still Batman here. So it's not quite all the way in the future there, JT. It throws you for a little bit of loop. It's a little bit in there. And you got, come on, Moose, run him down. Make that bugger out of him. So they're still kind of using old school language here a little bit.
Now, the big difference here that I'm going to have versus the other comics we've all read have been in the 60s and 70s, pushing 1980, is different paper, far fewer colors, and older art style.
Yeah.
So this is a leap into the far-flung future.
Yeah, this is definitely a leap. I think I'll know what you'll say about some of the art because I saw some I like this. This is a lot of detail in here. This action scene, so we get straight into some action, and he's using that power arm, but this is still Bruce Wayne, and that's a crane. What is that? Is a load? That's a loader.
It's a forklift.
Yeah, it's a loader. It's a freaking forklift. Thank you. And he just smashes it. And so when I'm saying origin story, it's real. It's even hinting at something here. This is a pretty straightforward. I think you'll like that it's not overly verbose because we both don't like that.
Right.
They're doing a little bit of that cut angle stuff that we don't like.
Yes.
And I'm like, I don't know about all that.
They're already triggering my extreme grammar Yahtzee. With that arm thingy, the bat's got. So with that arm thingy, the bat has got. He's as strong as Superman. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So these guys are hauling ass. I think the guy goes, well, I can handle the bat, but super bat? No, I'm like, dude, you can't handle the bat. He can kick your ass anyway. So the art is definitely very, very different.
Yes.
The facial features, the head, It's not bad, but when we looked at some of the other guys going back, some of the older school guys, their facial, their head sculpts could be really bad as well. But when they're good, they're very good. And you get a Batman here. This is classic. This is classic school Batman here from the show, TOS animated series kind of thing. And these guys run, and he guess he's friendly with the cops here at this point in time because he doesn't run away. The cops are right there to gig him. And then you get a good look at the hand there. It's all tech.
Yeah.
And there's Commissioner Gordon. I was a little surprised. This is where I said, oh, okay, so this can't be that far in the future because Commissioner Gordon would be old. Because he knew Bruce as a little kid.
Nice haircut.
Yeah. What's that?
What's her name? Look at that. Lady V's dropped in.
Hey, Lady V. How you doing? Ooh. Well, I said hell. It entered too soon. And I did send Mark a link. But so yeah, this was kind of a weird thing. But not for Batman lore. So they stick to the Batman lore. This guy here to the right is all pissed because they were stealing from his inventory, but apparently these weapons were legal. They look pretty high tech type.
Not in, well, maybe in 2000 they were, but not in 2025 Gotham.
No. And then this guy makes the mistake of trying to get up in Bruce's grill here, which is not going to go well for him because now he wants he's kind of inferring to the fact that Batman needs to pay for his broken guns. And yeah, so there you go here. And now I like this little side art with the bats. Did you notice that over here to the right?
Yeah,
that was kind of cool. I didn't really catch on at first. I was like, what is all that? I was like, oh shit, there's a bunch of bats flying around. Nice, Lady V. We'll kick some tail. And then we go to many years later. So now I know what Batman Beyond is with Bruce, because there is an action figure that I want to get that's kind of like that little one that I showed you here, Batman Beyond suit, but it has him and his dog Ace, and it's him as when he's old, and we'll see that here soon. And many years later. So basically here, JT, they've got people trying to take over his company by this guy.
Of course, that's a common Batman thing.
Yeah. Bruce is old now because we're many years after that. And they don't even hint about Commissioner Gordon or anything like that because I don't even think he'd be around at this time. So that's the setup. That's the game plan right here. And they kidnapped this lady here, Bunny. I didn't know who she was, right? So I was thinking, Commissioner Gordon's daughter, Barbara Gordon, would be a grown woman at this point, probably in her 40s. Because I don't know the date here. I wish I should have done my research, but I don't know the exact date of when this kicks off.
It doesn't tell you, so we're just going to go with what's here.
Yeah. So these bad guys, they're just trying to get some ransom money. And then all of a sudden, you get the suit. Now, I'm like, oh, is that Terry or is that Bruce or what's the setup here? And then I'm kind of remembering they animated a little bit. They did go make him deleted. Like, all right. So they're not trying to be too much for kids. They threw that in there. So, you know what I mean about that. We've seen things like the Joker would do that would make comics rated R.
Well, here she is getting post-traumatic stress right here.
Yeah.
Watching all the graphic violence right in front of her.
Yeah. And he uses the little batarang there. But you get a redhead. Did you notice?
Yes.
Yay.
Yes, you do.
Yay, redheads. So, JT, what are you thinking so far? Yay, nay? Are you
The
reading?
art style's definitely not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a little too I'm trying to think of where else I've seen similar stuff. Put a finger on it, but I mean, I don't think it's horrible. It's just not my preference.
Yeah, I'm not. I like.
I will say there's some
know.
spots where it's too focused on exactly what's happening, and you know me, I like to have a little bit of backdrop. So if you go back up just to the previous page, you'll see the contrast of a little bit higher. Get the previous one in there. You get that right there, which is nice in the middle. You know, put some scenery behind it without having to explain everything. But then you go down to the next one and it's just too much chaos.
Oh, yeah.
And everything is over the top of each other.
It's layered.
Just not my cup of tea on that. But personal preference, I guess.
Yeah, I mean it's so different from old school stuff. And like I said, it's not bad. It's okay. I think we see a little shift in some of the comics that I say are for older kids or almost for adults. The Joker, the Joker definitely wasn't for younger kids.
No, it was not
at all. It was definitely not. It's kind of why I want to do this, but I did like.
Didn't they in the last episode, the last issue of the original Joker comic? Didn't they take gosh, who was it? Was it Carol Danvers? Can't remember. But it was Wonder Woman, wasn't it? And they tied the shoelace, as it were.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
They try to make references to Wonder Woman and stuff like that. And then they never did anything with it.
Yeah. So Bruce Wayne is like me. He spent a lot of time with an IT job, and so now he's out of breath trying to rescue everybody here.
This suit, I'll let you know, JT, this suit is like nanotechnology. So when you look at him getting jacked from behind, what you notice here, and Kremlin has an actual poster from everybody signed. Now that's tight. That's nice. Yeah, IT job out of breath.
That's what I was trying to apply.
Yeah. The facial expressions, you're like, well, he can't make faces like that. Well, not in a regular bat suit, but he can here. It's basically spray painted on him. It's part of his skin almost. Not quite, but you get what I'm saying. But then he does something very interesting here. And you won't see this very often, other than in some DC animated, when they go back. Well, never mind, I won't spoil it. But anyway, you don't see Bruce ever using a gun.
Right.
And he's pissed, and he's getting ready to pew this dude.
Well, I don't know what this is, but it doesn't really look like one.
What's that?
It doesn't look like a heater to me.
No, it's definitely a weird looking pistol. But we're way in the future now. Many years, so I guess the pistols are trying to be like futuristic looking type stuff. Pre-Judge Dredd type thing, I guess. And he's like all out of shape, and he's like, no, I can't use it. He throws it away, and I'm like, well, what if some kid finds it?
Well, yeah, he just Hunter Biden that thing. Wow.
Yeah, you just throw it in the trash. I mean, throw it in the woods, man. You gotta take that back home, and get rid of it. But he's pretty upset, Bruce. And that's the reveal, obviously, because he pulled his mask off and showed us. This was kind of
never again.
Yeah. Hashtag never again. this is a good homage to the Batcave.
Yeah.
With all the suits. I like the bats.
See, I like this one in the bottom left because, well, one, it's a little bit more of a traditional art style, but it's zoomed out and it says less and it shows more.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole part of looking at these things. It's not to read a paragraph with a tiny little doodle next to it. So,
yeah, and I like, you could see some Harley Quinn there, and you could see that might even be, oh, help me
Robin,
out, Batman people.
it's like Robin in there.
Well, the bad guys, the ones in the bottom here, he also, because he kept stuff from the bad guys as well. And then that might be the guy who did the puppet, where the puppet guy had the what do you call it when you on your hand and he talks? The ventriloquist, the dummy. Jesus, sorry. It looks like the dummy. He always had a little old gap back in the day. But Bruce Wayne, here it is, everybody. He's retired. This is it. I mean, he's done.
Is that Batwoman from the CW?
No, no. Kurt, where's my mute button? Where's everybody in the chat? Don't allow that. Don't allow that from him. Now, here's what's even more interesting. We already did the original kind of Bruce when he had the arm. So he was building the tech, right? I know you're not supposed to say right, but I did anyway. And then
so Bruce already has gray hair, then we go another 20 years.
Well, we went many years later to that. He's too old. He's done. This is pretty awesome. I mean, this is where you see Batman retire. So this is what you might want to call a key issue. That's a pretty big deal. Now, I don't know what other timelines, if Mark and Nick were here. And thanks for Nick on that member stream last night. That was a lot of fun. You guys go back and watch that. It was cool. And then you get another 20. So Bruce has got to be like, what, around that Hag Pelosi's age, 85?
Spry. We'll say spry 85.
Well, is he drinking vodka?
Now, see, well, the $40 pints of ice cream cancel that out, by the way.
No.
But anyway,
this ice cream in your $2,000 refrigerator.
If you scroll slowly,
both of them.
If you scroll slowly for the audience, please, you'll see a really, really, really nice detailed image along the left column that's supposed to show a towering city.
Up or down?
Down.
Down?
Just to the bottom of the page. Look along the left.
Well, I was reading the bubbles here because it's information
you were going to go
bubbles.
that way first. Okay.
Yeah. And then so Gotham's financial czar, Derek Powers, he's rocked the stock market he's bought a bunch of firms. So he's the BlackRock of the future, apparently.
Yeah.
And then that's the third hostile Wayne Powers. So notice that right there. Wayne Powers. Is it like Wayland Yutani?
Maybe.
Is there a merger type of thing going on?
Maybe.
Don't know, right? Yeah, not sure. Wasn't sure. I wanted you to get your thoughts on that. And over here, this is what you call a foreboding, even though they show you the hand and the smile, because I know what the animated series has in it.
We all know that's the Joker.
Well, not quite. You're close. It's a bunch of, I don't know if I timed this perfectly for what's going on today. We're not going to say it in New York City, but I saw you smile. Yes, I did. So you've got all these heathens that are following the Joker. Catch my drift here? Did you see Did you see what I did there?
Yes.
I don't know if you're smiling or you're mad at me. So, but this follows the comic. I mean, this follows the animated show, especially the movie Return of the Joker. So for you, JT, and people who haven't seen this or read this or seen the show, he has the El Joker has a bunch of people who love Joker, and they go around terrorizing, robbing, crime, criminals. They dress like this.
How dare you? How dare you? They're just victims of the criminal justice system. That's what they are.
I think marginalized.
Yeah.
Anyway, I give you funny, you give me money, blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at that. He's on the tube there.
We've never seen something like that happen before.
No, never. He's never on the tram there. But this young gentleman gives him a good right hook. Wow.
Well, he's the one that's going to prison.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Well, that's my prediction. Okay.
Yeah. I knew I was going to get you into this comic one way or the other. Yeah, I know.
But as you can see, folks, one more time, Dave, if you can scroll slowly through that picture on the left, I think it's awesome. Tremendous piece of art right there.
Yeah, and it's got a Japanese kanji. That's probably a hiragana. Forgive me, it looks like kind of a mix of hiragana and katakana, but it looks like hiragana or kanji. Sorry, you have katakana.
I know nothing, Dave. You're the expert compared to me on this.
Well, katakana and hiragana are more of your traditional Japanese stuff that you might see on Godzilla when they just write Godzilla.
Yes.
But when you see kanji, those are more of the Chinese, Korean type symbols, more of Chinese symbols that can mean a whole verse or whole meaning when the Japanese don't. They use the. You get the drift, right?
Yeah.
So there's actually there's four ways to do Japanese. You can read it Roman, which is in Japanese. So you have to know what the word is to know what it means. And then you have to be able to read it. And then you have hiragana, katakana, and kanji, which is thousands of symbols.
Yeah.
So anyway, this young guy jacks him up pretty good. And I laughed at this. This was kind of funny because for me, JT, I'm kind of following along with the animated series now because it for the most part it's a little bit loosely based here because I can't remember it that well, but Jokers with a Z, how progressive.
Yeah.
This is so, and I don't know if you're paying too much attention to the writing. I think you are. The Joker goes like a little kid runs off.
Yeah.
And so this comic is mostly tailored for a younger audience, except for the mention of the DAD and the pew pews. So teenage audience, I would think at this point. Jokers. And this girl here. And so like I'm not really digging this facial art. I don't think
neither am I.
So yeah.
Neither am I.
Yeah, I don't.
You have no
like
idea the age on anybody, and it's a little too basic for me.
Boom, nailed it. And folks, we're not going to bash things, but we're going to tell you if we don't like it, and it's up to you whether you like it or not. Like Terry standing here is fine. The Joker face over here, I get the art style. I knew it was going to kind of be like this because of the show.
It's a mask anyway.
It's more like I'm probably makeup, I think. You think it's a mask? Well, yeah, it could be. It might be a mask. He's probably cutting his tongue like when we were little and put the tongue there. You weren't that young. You're not that old. That's what those masks are. I am. I wore one of those, man. Excuse me, folks. My voice has been doing a little bit better, but not completely better. So we finally get introduced to Terry McGinnis, who saved the day here. He's an athlete, just to let you know, for the most part. And then this lady knows him, or they must have already been there together. I was a little confused because she's like, thank goodness you're still young men around like you. And then she says something a little weird. I'm sure your father must be very proud of you. Oh, okay, I get it. She doesn't know him because she asked him his name at the
Mr.
end.
Well, how dare she assume his gender? But you know. Hey Dave, question for you.
What?
This guy
Yeah.
sitting down in the back right behind Terry,
Looks like
who does that remind you of?
Looks like somebody we know.
Yes. Okay, never mind. We keep going.
Oh, good Lord. Thank you. Thank you for a good life.
So, that he says he and his dad don't talk that much anymore.
Yeah, kind of like me. I should make amends while I have a chance. But now this was kind of interesting here. You got the CIA looking in on you before they, Christopher Wray's FBI doing spying on you. And this guy here, I'm like, who is this dude? He's like, I was like a little lost. He's like Research McGinnis. And then I guess this thing right here, this tower, is like a radio. It's like a stealth. I mean, it's a spy tower.
Sure.
Okay. It's intercepting radio communications tower. But, for the CIA or something. Delete that. No, I like the CIA. It's okay. It's all good. Yeah.
So he's going to research Terry?
Yeah, Research McGinnis. So they must have heard something over the radio, the waves, the radio. I mean, they're actually spying on the public here, period. Just randomly. Well, you remember the lore of Batman when we got, good God, Heath Ledger's 3-part series. That one. How do you call
The Dark Knight, where they had that whole acoustic
yes.
room building thing? Yeah, the sonar building out every room.
Yeah, when Pennyworth was like, not Pennyworth, geez. Yeah, Alfred was like, you can use it one time and then that's it.
Yeah.
To catch Heath. Was that Heath Ledger or was that the Bane one?
I think I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is embarrassing.
I know.
It was one of the first 2 movies, but I can't remember which one they used it in.
Who's the freaking Batman?
It was
Batman. Hey.
No, it was the one. No, it was
Michael Caine was
Alfred. Brain.
Holy crap, I can't remember the Batman in that. Because I watched Reign of Fire.
You talk about Christian Bale's Batman, because Heath Ledger was the Joker.
Yeah, Christian Bale. Yeah. That one. So that was kind of cool. And that was a good reference to, I wonder where they got that. I wonder, it's just a coincidence that they did that, but here it is in 1999. They were doing that. So now you never know. Maybe somebody read this, but probably not. So this guy down here at the bottom, right, is, he's been working out or he's extremely nervous or I guess
I'm going with the second one.
Yeah. That's good facial features. He looks nervous.
Maybe. I'm just noticing a square jaw.
Yeah, very square jaws. So he comes over here and he's like, keep this for me, Harry. What's wrong with your hand? So this dude, the nervous guy, is Harry. And the spy guy is Warren. And he's like, there you are, Mr. Tully. So I guess his name is Harry Tully. It looks like he has hairy palms, but
it looks like he has some kind of alopecia.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. So this big dude here with some either robot guys or now this is in the future, so they're security guys all decked out, and they want to grab Harry, and I'm like, this is following along with the comic. And they catch him and they abduct him. They inject him. And
there's a perspective issue here. There's a perspective issue here. Not everybody's being looked at from the same angle.
No.
That one where they're running away and they say, come back here just a little bit higher.
Yeah, you're looking down at it.
Yeah, but not everybody. You're not looking down at the big man. Not looking down at Oren.
He's
you're looking down. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Totally right. But guess what we get in this picture? I almost forgot to tell you. This one to the right. Can you find it?
A shrubbery.
Yes. Get shrubbery, folks.
Took 9 pages, but you got one.
Yeah, I didn't notice it before. I wasn't looking for it. It's only when they sneak it up on me. Mm-hmm. I like the art here. He's like,
got him with some kind of taser.
Yeah. You got a dart in your neck, man. It's Will Ferrell. Do you remember that one?
No.
Old school. Oh shit! That's
okay.
a funny movie. You're my boy, Blue. Oh, Blue. Oh man, what a character. Anywho, so they're up in the office. This dude here is talking to this guy named Harry. So Harry's the guy in glasses. Yeah. Okay. Harry's the guy who was spying on everybody. He works for this company apparently. This dude was running up to him. Did we miss it? There was something important here. Okay. Anyway. Oh, yeah. He suffered an allergic reaction to something in the lab. And he's like, okay. I know who this guy is. I remembered earlier as well. It's like, yeah. You can see him on Monday. And he's like, yeah, okay. So this guy, there's your Powers. That's him. This dude, that's your Mr. Powers there. Derek Powers. That's the dude that was taking over Wayne Co. And then this guy here is like, yeah, okay, whatever. I'm going to go back to spying on people because he doesn't believe that Mr. Powers is, he knows something's up. He knows something's up here. But guess who is, that's whose dad that is.
Looks like Stan Lee.
You're close. But guess whose dad this guy Wayne is, who was doing the spying that he actually works for Derek Powers.
This is confusing to me.
Yeah. Well, it's Terry's dad. That's why that lady. Yeah. Yeah. That's Terry's dad. And I don't like this face here.
But the faces are so detailless that I'm confused about who's doing the isolated box in the middle. And
so that's the older guy in glasses that we saw before, where the diseased dude ran up to. He ran up to him. He works for Derek Powers here in the middle square. He went back to spying on the computer or looking it up because he doesn't trust Powers to go see his friend. Turns out this dude is actually Terry McGinnis's dad. So Terry's dad works for Wayne Powers. And you can't tell because the face is not that great.
Right.
This isn't going well, is it?
It's just hard to follow. Page is hard to follow.
Yeah. You throw the square in there. It's almost like you have to watch the animated series before reading the comic.
Mm-hmm.
But if you never saw the animated series, this would have been your first thing because this came first, apparently. Anywho, he's like, Dad, I didn't start the fight. I don't know how his dad would know about a subway fight or something. But Terry would get in trouble at school for fighting all the time.
Well, I think he was already grounded. It's
yeah.
Like, but I didn't start that fight.
Yeah, I was trying to give you a little background to clear that up. That I know in the show, he has problems with one of the jocks at
then
school.
He burns his dad. Man.
Yeah.
It'll be a big success, just like you. Ouch.
Which is kind of shitty because he has a job with a major corporation.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of like Maybe we should take another angle, start bagging on this comic, but I'm just trying to find.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet either.
This page was hard to get through. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's
then
Terry's dad.
He bails, and it looks like the Batman is sitting in a car. Maybe.
I thought it might have been Batman, or it's that big henchman, the head of security guy, maybe. Because remember they were trying to follow McGinnis from earlier. Watch McGinnis. So Powers has them staking out McGinnis's house. That's what I was going with. And he doesn't.
This is cool speak from the late 90s in here. Doesn't it sound like that? Hey, Terry, I thought you were in solitary. Gave myself time off for good behavior. Like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Jokers.
That's his girlfriend. And in the show, she's hot.
Yeah.
Jokers. Yeah. The Jokers show up, causing a ruckus. Oh, look at that. They're on their motorcycles.
She must be tiny. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not a good picture. She's 5'3". He's creepy time. Cheer up, sweetness. Tickle.
Yes, you have a little SA going on here.
Yeah, that was a little. I laughed at that. It was like, oh, so he got some toxicity finally.
Oh yeah.
You know,
just a bit. Yeah,
just a little bit, sweetie. He calls him a drag. Hands off, drag. I don't know if anybody in the 90s would know that. Nobody was saying that back then, were they? I don't remember that. But this is late 2000s. I mean, early 2000s. So late 90s. But he judo chop. He throws the guy around. And of course, she's like, get out of here, run. And he leaves her.
Her face is a different shape.
Yeah. Her face is totally different. And the only reason why he leaves her is because they chase him. So they don't hang around with, to mess with her anymore. So that's the good thing, right? He leaves them off. So he did the gentlemanly thing. And he can ride a moto scooter. Apparently he's a badass moto scooter.
Oh yeah, those say the cool future bikes.
Yeah, and the Joker guys are loving that.
Yeah, I like the future bikes here.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's almost like an Akira bike. What year
and he's
did
putting
Akira...
a helmet on for health and safety.
I didn't even catch that. Good job, dude. Nice. And they're like, oh, we got to get back to the hacienda. That would have been a Joker homage, but they missed their opportunities here.
Yeah.
Didn't go back and read your old comics, guys. Yep. I haven't seen anything other than what's actually called the Joker's people referencing old Joker stuff. They didn't go back. Anywho's, I like that you can run. It can run, but it can't hide. That's like old Stalker movies, the Choppy Chop movies. It can run, but it can't hide. Type, really
sure
type thing. And here I don't understand, like, it must be nighttime. So you don't
they went out to the club at night.
Yeah, okay, got me.
So this is still nighttime. Yeah.
You're right. He did sneak out at night to go hang out with his girl. But no greenery, but it's nighttime, so I get it now. You just don't get a lot of green. He got his jacket. You got the one bush back there. And he's making references not to be able to ride a motorcycle. Now, Robin lore was that Robin could ride a bike as well.
Yes. The one thing I wanted to point out to this, Dave, if you just scroll up to a little bit higher where he's jumping to that butt. Yeah, right there. So what I notice here from like the 60s and 70s is you probably would have had that background okay with the yellow, but now we're looking at color gradients from like a warm purple to a really cool dark blue.
Yeah.
And you have that gradual gradient. You're not getting that in the 70s. And so you would have gotten some weird lattice work or something like that, right? To try to fill in this space. So it's cool that you can see advances like that happening because it does help on the shading on the bike. And then you see the tree in the foreground on the left, and it's got some detail to it, right? And then you have grass, so, the twigs here sticking out of the ground. That's got some detail. But then you have the forest on the right, and it's like, I don't know. It's just not doing it for me. I know I
Yeah.
might seem hypercritical about this, but
No.
the capability of this comic compared to what we've been reading is so far above and beyond. And it's interesting to see what they're doing and what they're not doing. And what I'm noticing going from us doing what, 6 different comic runs from that era to jumping ahead to something like this is I don't know if they take full advantage of a lot of the tools that they have in this
That,
art style anyway. In sometimes some spots they do, other spots they just don't. It's frustrating me, I think, is why I'm
eh,
not maybe into this art style as much as some others might be.
no, it's an excellent point and very interesting to point out because I noticed the tree on the left with the shading when I was talking about
Mhm.
nighttime,
Yeah.
but I also was a little bit critical because you could paint his coat green, but not a little bit of light or something from the bike but I get what you're saying because it's at nighttime and you get contrast, especially when we were talking about Battlestar Galactica space scenes. That was always one of the biggest things for me
Yeah.
was spacing in contrast to something else. Uh, it's almost like they gave up behind the bike.
Yeah.
And I think what's frustrating you is you're trying to push forward that they could do way more than they did in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, and that they should do more, but they don't.
Right.
Uh, yeah. But also, again, we fall into the fact that people have to get these comics done. They get paid for a certain amount of work. How they get the work done will be up to the people that hired them and pay them.
Hmm.
You know, it's not really up to us, but it's the people who have maybe bought these or read these or do, 26 years later, do a review because they weren't thinking of us, were they?
No.
Well, not us two anyway. But I think I'm feeling you here. I think I'm actually going to be easier, but not nice at the same time because we're following into the same comic trope of, well, they could have done this, but they don't. And then we ask ourselves why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, we've seen
Oh.
way worse
Oh,
of being
yes, we
able to
have.
do more, especially when we went to BSG with
Oh, the newer one. Yeah.
the newer 180, but even the older one with Jolly. Remember Jolly when we went off about they made a really, really good sculpt head of him. And then a
Mhm.
couple other ones were just ridiculously horrible. Like,
Yes.
what?
Yes.
Why? It was so weird that they would do that, but that's the comics. And we were starting to see the same type of thing here moving forward to 2030 years.
Right. So
Anyway,
let's get back to it. Yeah. It looks like McGinnis is thinking he's pulling up to this house one more turn and he's going to lose him. And then he turns back over his shoulder to face forward and shouts, gonna hit something.
yeah. But do you know where he's going? A quiz time. Where do you think he's going?
Um,
Take a wild guess.
is it the mental hospital that closed down that the Joker used to live in?
Damn, that's a good guess, dude. I didn't think of that, but you're not right.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Okay.
Damn, I didn't think of that.
Oh,
I didn't even know where he was heading until like at the last second, but I thought I would just quiz you to try to make
Wayne
this more.
Manor?
Yes.
The abandoned
Wayne.
Wayne Manor. Okay.
Yeah, good job.
Okay.
Good job, dude. That first guess was most excellent.
It might have been, well, we'll see, but it might have been a better choice. Who knows? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So he almost hits this dude who's inexplicably standing in the road
with a pimp cane in the middle of the night.
Pimp cane. Yeah.
Anyway,
and this isn't just a little lay down here, dude. He throws this bike into the woods. Now, I've wrecked a Harley before. All right.
He beat up.
Yeah. Luckily, I did a good slide. I rolled and slid right up under the guardrail. Lucky didn't have my head tore off, but I had my leather jacket on and stuff and my helmet. This looks like he's going to be in traction for 6 months.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's fine. It's all good. Hey, we get some shrubbery here that's actually kind of green. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they put a W in the pillar, so now it's a dead giveaway.
Totally dead giveaway. And then the Jokers catch up to him right in front of Wayne Manor, and then you get a little bit more green here, so I'll take it back. But we're getting close-ups now, so no fun boy had an accident. And then I like this one. Let's put a smile on his face. So they're getting ready to get real nasty here with Terry. They're gonna do some really bad stuff to him until old Brucey boy shows up. And then Terry's like, "Oh, I can handle it." It's like, "No, you can't, man. You just had a huge accident." But this guy here makes a serious mistake, man. And he goes after the old man. But I like the middle one here. I like this middle head sculpt.
He looks like that Jack Nicholson gif.
Oh,
smiling and laughing, the nodding. Yeah.
What, from The Shining?
Yeah.
Here's Johnny. Yeah, he looks evil here and smiling, like he knows he's just going to kick the living shit out of this guy, this punk kid, who's actually not a small guy himself. He's not a wuss. This Joker's dude. Well, he is a wuss, but I'm not saying he's not small. Bruce doesn't care about that though. He fought Bane. So, well,
actually, Jack Nicholson's Joker laugh and nod, that gif, I think even better.
That would be better.
But anyway, it's with some Bruce Wayne, yeah,
with some Prince music in the background. Oh boy, dude, does Bruce take a swing at him? And not a punch, he hits him with this cane, cracked him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just took him right out. And then Terry gives a good judo kick to this one. I didn't even see this other dude laying there. I guess there's like at least 4 of them. At least 3 or 4 of them.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
But this third one here was going to stick them. Jeez, I told you they're not.
There's actually 5 when they're driving away or fleeing.
Oh, is there 5 of them?
Yeah, okay. There's 5. They didn't actually they didn't hit the chick.
Oh, that's not equality. Where's your diversity and equality?
I'm just saying they didn't show that one.
Anyway, yeah, but this is 1999, so we still don't do those things.
Yeah.
Joker would have. The Joker would have. He didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
But anyway, he pulls out a stiletto here and tries to shank. He tries to shank Terry or him. That didn't go over so well either. Probably broke his arm there. Come on out. We're out of here. Oh, come on. We're out of here. And Terry, how he's even standing from that rack, I don't know, but we'll move on. But old Bruce, he's not doing so well, JT. He's not. They got a little excited there. And I'm not making fun. I'm just going along with the comic. I don't know. We all gotta get there someday, hopefully. I mean, unless you're mummified like Pelosi, drink a gallon of vodka every day. Anyway.
All right.
I don't care.
So he calls the dog off, literally.
Yeah, so we get to meet Ace now, and Ace is the one. I should have drew up the picture because now that I'm doing things this way, JT, I can go back and show things. Not like before because you've been burdened what you were unburdened from what you were burdened with
Oh,
from
unburdened by
before.
what has been. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, JT. You remember that commercial?
Yes. Oh yeah.
So Ace and the old man Bruce with the cane and Batman Beyond Terry was something that I want to get, but it's quite expensive, JT. Getting one of those 3-pack figures, they're not huge. They're like 7-inch, 9-inch, but they're really cool with Ace in there. Can run you anywhere from 160 to 200 plus, still
Ooh.
in the box.
No
You can get
thanks.
them out of the
No,
box.
no thanks.
I want to get one. I saw one for like 150, but I'm still trying to sell some stuff. I do want it only because I've only got one little Batman thing, and the Ace and older Batman is kind of cool, but I'm not getting it because of the price so far. Anywho,
all right. So he goes and gets the prescription that he has from a medical professional.
Yeah.
Sits him inside the mansion here in a big high back chair.
But Jesus, look at this mansion, dude. That's huge. I mean, good. Yeah. Anyway, I was talking about high ceilings. Who's dusting that shit up top? Anyway.
Yeah.
Alfred ain't getting up there.
No.
Alfred, I don't even is existing anymore. If you catch my drift, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't think any of them are, since they were around when Bruce's dad passed in that whole alleyway, right?
Yeah, original Alfred. Alfred would have passed a long time ago at this point, or he would have been like 130.
Yeah.
Because we did 20 years, and that was the third time jump. We did regular time many years later, 20 more. Yeah, a lot of the people aren't here. Bruce here is well into his 80s, I would think. I think he would just have to be at this point. Sorry, everybody. Anywho, Terry's kind of helping the guy out. Ace comes around, still giving him some shit here, which is kind of funny. And then he decides to use the phone to call his dad because they, I guess they don't have Uber yet. Not 2000.
No, not in 2000.
No.
He'd have to still call a cab.
Yeah, call a cab. But
this could be a cell phone moment here.
Yeah. And I got my first cell phone in 2002, and that was a flip phone, little flip Nokia. No internet.
Oh yeah. Well, if this is the distant future, he would have had some fancy dancy cell phone.
So. You would think, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm a little confused that he's still using the rotary. Not that the rotary's in Bruce's house. That makes sense. So I don't know what the time frame is here, and I'm kind of not even going to look it up because I like kind of figuring it out. That's an excellent point you make. That he would have had a cell phone, right?
Well, easily, but it was written in 2000, so I don't know.
You got me.
Thought about it yet? Yeah.
You got me. Yeah, but they got all the other.
Okay, so he sees a bat in a grandfather clock. I don't know why he was compelled to open it.
It rang. It made some kind of noise. It went squeaky, squeak. So he wanted to open it. He just got curious. And that's all it was.
This is a double pager right here.
Yeah, I like this one. This is good. To me, anyway. There's a lot going on. I like the little stairway one here to the left with this bat. This little gray bat here. That's kind of cool. You get a shot at the Batmobile.
There you go, Lady V. Batmobile.
Yeah. At least it's in there.
Doesn't look like what you asked it looked like.
No, no, but you get to see how huge the Batcave is. I mean,
Well, it's a
yeah, I
whole
mean,
cavern. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a cavern. Yeah, it's a massive cavern, massive, way, way larger than you can really think of. Got to be there. And he gets jacked from behind.
With the cane.
Yeah, old Bruce, but he's pretty damn deadly with that thing. He's like, get out. So Terry's like, all right, all right, all right, you freak. So Terry's being kind of nasty right there, man. I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, come on, calm down. But it follows the show. So he gets back home finally. We don't know if he walks or what. That's a long walk. He ain't getting back till morning. That's for sure.
Yep.
But I'm assuming he took the motorcycle, even though it's probably trash. But there you go. He took the bike, I guess. He gets home, and there's police. Your future car. Look at that. We get some Blade Runner stuff here going on.
I was thinking maybe Demolition Man.
Oh, nice. Demolition Man or Get Your Ass to Moz. Which one's that? Total Recall.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Johnny Cap. Anyhow.
Yeah, that too.
Fuck it.
Let's see. Okay.
He gets home. Mom's a redhead. Oof. Woof there. And age appropriate, right? For me. So it's all good.
And then Terry, you're okay. What happened? The robbery. The police said the Jokers surprised your father. And then he asks where he is. And she just closes her eyes. Which, you know what that means.
Yeah. He's passed away. And then his name is Warren McGinnis, right? Warren.
Yep.
And he leaves behind 2 sons among the more, because he had a little brother there we haven't seen yet, I don't think. And that's pretty much it. And you're like, oh wow, okay, that's pretty brutal, throw that in. But so he's all disconsolate or whatever, and then he's just like, his dad just passed, so he's pretty upset. And then his little brother, who's kind of a shithead's like ragging on him, and his mom's like, leave him alone. I'm like, yeah, no shit, right? Geez. But that's actually some good artwork there for the kid. Look at that little face.
Oh, yeah.
He's being a little shithead. You would think he'd be
spent more
sad.
time on this page. You can tell.
Yeah, you'd think the damn kid would be sad. He's old enough to understand what's going on. That really threw me off. I was like, what? I was
this kid's going to be an evil adversary at some point.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe he'll be the protagonist for his own brother. Who knows? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't quite remember all that, but Terry's like a shoulda, coulda, woulda.
He blames himself for going out.
Yeah. And then what we may have missed or we didn't talk about before is when the other guy with the disease type stuff that he had slipped Warren a disc. I don't remember if it was there or not that we saw that. I think we would have said something. But anyway, he finds this disc that has this note on it saying, hey, don't check this shit out. It's The Grudge Part 2. Or whatever. No, the Ringu.
Yeah.
The Ringu.
Yeah.
I watched The Grudge the other day. It was, I'd seen it before, so it's a little kid scary. But anyway, the brother comes around. And Terry's like, got to beat feet. So where do you think he goes?
He's going to go back to the manor.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to go back to the manor. He hasn't or I think he is kind of putting 2 and 2 together, but they missed an opportunity here to put a little exposition in, if that's what you call it, where we get to see Terry make the connection that when the mom said the Jokers came by, and then he finds the disc, and then he could have done something where it said, oh man, they were after my dad the whole time. You know what I
Oh
mean?
no, they're not going to reveal that. They're not going to reveal it.
Yeah,
I actually think that's a better way to go.
Yeah, and I got you on that there, JT, as well. That's why I was going on saying stuff about the other stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, whatever. So we'll get to this.
So he gets driven back up to the Wayne mansion, Wayne estate. I can't leave you out here, says his girlfriend. Sure you can. I just have to see this guy. About what? And I'm already wondering why there's so many fallen leaves flying everywhere. And then I'll explain later. You better go before the storm hits. Why are you rolling around with your convertible top down on your car?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, you got the convertible down. It must be a summer breeze. Makes me feel fine.
So, okay.
Yeah, so he has the girlfriend go there, but then ditches her, tells her to leave. So now he's out there again with no rides. But Bruce doesn't let him in. He's like, I ain't letting you in. And so now we get the reveal. So he actually does make the connection.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. That was cool. So I had forgot that they actually did this part because I'm just like, So he calls Bruce out. He's like, it's your company. Something stinks. You suck, dude. What's going on with you? Basically, yeah, I should have known you wouldn't care. You're no Batman, you fraud.
Right.
So I don't think old crotchety Bruce is going to take that, but and he doesn't.
He doesn't, of course.
Yeah, well, we got to move the story along.
This is a little bit of a trope. This whole thing, right?
It is, but it's following the animated show. The head art here isn't bad for what they're doing in the comic. Right? It follows along, but it's way better than what we've seen for him for a close up. And I can see what they're doing here with this. Back off, Scoob. It's me. But Ace would have already known.
He's allowed to say that because Scooby Doo is owned by Warner Brothers.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it is a
Scooby
Doo. And old man Jeeves, Yankees. And I got away with it too. Rolling for you freaking little shits. Fucking little assholes. I do like what they did here with Bruce right at the end. I mean, we already know he let him in, but for me, this is the setup that he's kind of thinking, what's up with this kid? Is he gonna he's gonna help this kid more? And then, boom, we move into anywho. That was
I do like the last page.
Yeah.
Very last page here.
Yeah. That's kind of cool.
Go down.
Down?
Yeah. Like the very last page.
The Frank Miller one?
No, the one after that.
Oh. Frank Miller.
The 101 page. Keep going.
I'd like this 101 page. This is
because really it tells you what you have to go through to kind of in order,
Yeah, for the most part, I think I might cut this out and put this on, make a video of it if you want to look at it. So there you go, folks. You can do a complete thing of Batman, Detective Comics, 27 through 33, and then obviously, if you like it, you just go on to number gazillion. But I like this Batman 1940, man, right? 1937, 1940, number 1 through 4. Would you like to have your hands on those, JT?
Well, it's 1940 to 2011, numbers 1 through 4. Are those anthologies?
Well,
or compendiums, or
it might be, but what I'm thinking it's you're correct, or they're only doing that's because that's the beginning of the run and that's the end of the run, and you just need Batman 1 through 4. But I
Okay.
think you're right.
I don't know. It could be individual issues.
I
And they're
think they're
just listing the
chunks
whole time of the run.
chunks of issues, because I know down here, Batman Death in the Family, I actually had those. It's a 4-issue thing where Robin gets deleted by El Joker. Okay, so
Okay.
that's the Death
Okay.
in the Family run. That's a really good run. Man, Nick and them, they could tell you years, writers. I don't know how they do it, man. Clappy and those guys, like when they're doing their Bond movies on Tuesdays, they just, and I've seen all of those Bond movies, maybe twice, but I can't do what they do. I don't remember all of them like that. I remember Moonraker, some Goldeneye, but these guys, like, I had Batman Death in the Family. I know about Hush. No spoiler alerts. It's a good run. I don't know about Heart of Rush, but do you see how it goes back to Detective Comics again? Number 846 to 850.
Yeah.
So that is definitely only picking those single issues out, because, as you know, in comics, they'll do full runs of stories that are intertwined into the already run, like Detective Comics. Then you get into comics later on where they make you go buy a different person, like they want to promote Wonder Woman, but it's an Aquaman, and Aquaman has some, he's making out with Wonder Woman in issue 380 or whatever, and then they go, well, you got to go buy Wonder Woman 28 to 30 to get the love, the love thing, and then you got, I don't know, I mean, Batman is pissed or Superman's pissed, and you got to go get Superman 250 to 290 or whatever it is to get the love triangle. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a really good list if you want Batman. And like I said, Nick and Mark and Clobby would have been able to tell you even more. So it's a mix of Detective Comics and the original Batman run. And then you get these offshoots like Nightfall, which is still, the Nightfall is just another story within these two stories, which goes along with what I just said. You got to get all of these from each different run. And then when you get No Man's Land, you've got actual No Man's Land number 1. I have a Shadow of the Bat, one of those or two of those. I think I have. I have those. I have one of those. But you see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different runs to get this whole story.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then, of course, Batman Family. I'm glad you pointed this out. It gives us something actually cool to talk about.
I was surprised you didn't go to it right away. Actually.
Well, for you, I like to try to save this at the end, because the two things I don't want to. If you need to bail, you'll bail. You know what I mean? And we can talk about it the next time. Or because if we take too long on it at the beginning, people might not want to watch, which kind of happened tonight anyway.
Al, it happens.
And there's a lot going on out there in the world. So you actually get Batman Beyond 1999, which we just did, the Never Ending Battle. So we would have to go get Dark Knight Returns, the Mark Millar one, and then go to the 2011 one, number 1, to get this story.
Yeah.
And The City He Protects, that run, you see there, you got 4 different ones.
Number
and
one.
That's how they get
the easiest ones to get ever. Not, but
yeah. And it's simpler, more simple to do it that way for a reader to, if you have to go get 4 comics, well, you might as well get the number 1s. They don't make you get 3 of 20. It's like Superman Doomsday, to get the whole, like all of it out of just the one run there. There's a whole list of different ones. So other than that, my friend, I don't know, dude. I might not have picked very well this time around.
You got to give
I
it more than one. You got to give it more than one.
Yeah, well, there's only 6. And
Yeah.
I know Angel and the Ape was only around 6 or 7, but we did 3 of those, and it was fun. It's just I know the bashing got pretty brutal. I know you liked it.
I loved it, but hey.
we could go back. We can go back and finish that off later on. I think I know what you're gonna say. I mean, do you want to give your shout outs to this?
As a first issue, I give it a B. I
Oh,
love
wow.
the Batman. So it had me amenable to reading. You had me there already. Although I love the Joker part of the Batman, I think most. The opening art on the cover was not going to draw me in to buy something like this. So, I mean, it did improve as we go through there. It was just not my art style. I do not like lack of facial features on a lot of the faces, only to bring it back in others. I don't like that the pants are like just monochrome, quickly doodled out. Like it just didn't seem like there was a lot of care taken in a lot of the art style.
Yeah.
Some people might like this art style. Cool. It is an acquired aesthetic, I think.
Yeah.
As far as the story goes, don't think they took, outside of setting the world, I don't think they took enough chances in the first issue to really put it at an A+ story. And a lot of issue number ones do a fantastic job of stuff like that, right? Because they want the reader the first issue, because a lot of people won't give stuff another chance if they don't like the first one. And I just thought it was a little too safe after they go into the far future. I think we started wondering, brought up, is it like a Wayland Utani setup? Could be, but we're thinking of fun stuff outside of what's here. Been reading that. So to that point, I also thought there were tropes in here that I could just identify looking through it right away. Like, he's going to go there, gonna knock on the gate. No one's going to answer. Then he's going to insult him, start walking away. It's going to appeal to Batman, Bruce Wayne's vanity, that kind of stuff. I just, it just felt safe, I guess. So I give it a B for being safe.
All right. Yeah, I actually thought you gave it a little bit higher score than I thought you were going to.
Oh, no.
I'll share a screen with you here real quick it's not a huge picture that I was hoping for, but that gives you what the animated looks like. It's a lot sharper, even more than the comic, but it gives the features of Old Man Bruce. In the Batman Beyond, I just like, there's so many different kind of art variants of the costume itself. I just
See,
think
but
it's
this
kind of
is
cool.
this is even, I think, slightly better art there.
Oh yeah.
And it's moving art. So you can be more forgiving on stuff when it's moving animation. When it's a still, your eye has time to really examine it. I don't think it lives up as well.
Yeah, and there's like a billion different art styles. Like, I just always thought the Batman Beyond suit is just cool. But
Huh?
I
Well, yeah, it is. It is. I wouldn't say that bad or
I
anything. So
yeah
I could see
for
why someone like you would really like it enough to get the figure.
yeah when and you know what the original Batman animated show
Oh,
it,
oh yeah.
it looks like.
Yeah.
So no need to pull that with the great late R.I.P. to Kevin Conroy and a few other people there, because I don't even know how old that is now. And I like a lot of different art styles, and I even like the Batman that came after that, but a lot of people were so pissed because they
Mhm.
said it just stole from the original. It might be one of the few times I'd argue against that, uh, because I like the music, I like the way they did it, I like except for Joker's head, it's just wild as shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever, and I'll do this really quick because I know you got to get out of here. The Batman animated, and then I always have to look at it because they pull the original up. Yeah, that's what they did. The Batman animated series from, what was it? Geez, what year? Help me out. 1992. So 7 years before that. But in the meantime, I got to do. I can't. 2004, is this the one? Yeah, 2004. I'll show you a quick. You might not like it, but if you saw more of it, here, I'll do a quick add stage. Oh, no, not that one. Stop that one. And you'll see the a complete different type of thing here. Did I add it yet? Nope. There we go. That one. That doesn't do a lot of justice, especially in the leg area. But I like this show. A lot of people, I guess. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah, and Robin is really the background drops. It's a completely little different kind of a style. And I like the music and all of that. And I'm a big fan of Batman Beyond animated cartoon show. I mean, not sorry, Batman Brave and the Bold. That's just a great series. And if you love Batman and you have kids, and you need them to sit in front of the TV for a while, but the thing is, they might get running around and try to throw shit like batarangs and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it might be counterintuitive to try to get them to watch the Brave and the Bold. They might get too damn excited. But this was really good. And there's a Halloween one with him against Dracula with Penguin and stuff like that. And I like that movie. Like I said, though, I've heard some people call it a travesty one time. And then I heard somebody else said they did like it. I was like, I don't know about travesty, man. That's kind of brutal. But,
right.
Purists for the original TOS, I get it. That the original TOS is, it's history, right? Nobody's going to forget that. So I would give this, I'm going to go with a B minus. I like some of the art. Some of the bigger pages were really good. But some of those faces, man, geez, wow. I don't even, like you said, how to explain it. Minimalist, at least, or at best.
Yeah. Basic.
Yeah. I mean, you got a pretty good headshot of Terry at the end there. His brother's face was pretty good. When old man Bruce in the suit, the new suit, got bashed in the head, you could see the anguish. Or that one time he was sneering like he was going to kick the shit out of that one Joker's. That was really good. So we're following into the same things, I think, aren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
What did you
consensus going?
So what did you think about the story? Not thick enough, not heavy enough, not as far as
too basic, didn't take chances, very filled with tropes.
It was weak. It was but I think they tailored it to the younger audience, but then you did have the deletion part and pew-pews in there, so it was a little like, that's a little weird. I know you're following the animated series, but it was the writing is light. There wasn't a lot of jokes. Was there any jokes? Did we laugh at anything like that?
We
was
laughed
funny
at their language, but it wasn't meant to be a joke.
Yeah, but it wasn't like old school, those 68s and 70s where they used the terminology back there to a T.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess I'm trying not to be hard on it because I like the cartoon. I like the Return of Joker and I like the series. So.
You can like one and not the other.
Yeah. Do you want to do number 2 or do we tell people?
Yeah, we can do number 2. Do number 2 next week.
Because we can go back to Angel. We can always go back to Angel and the Ape if we're like, you know what?
Well, we could always use that if we don't know what we want to do. Well, because those stories are beautifully self-contained.
I like that. You did say you're a fan of Batman.
Yeah. Out of, and I guess from the movie standpoint, Batman movies are my favorites out of all of them. Then select X-Men movies, and then everything else. Well, in the Joker. When I say the Batman movies, I'm including the Joker
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But then, everything else really falls off fast for me. I don't really consider myself a comic book movie guy, and I don't think I've watched one
I
outside of your Batman films, right? Or Constantine, which really isn't that close to the comic. And I'm sure I've watched more than I think, but I just don't have a huge collection of them because I just don't care. I don't think any of them are that well done compared to the comics. So why would I?
Oh, I
Anyway,
wish.
that's just me. That's
Oh,
just
Lady
I know
V.
love those.
Yeah. Yeah. I wish I could do the movies. We might have been better off just doing a switcheroo and do the animated movie should do just for you, change it up. I couldn't. I missed the lady's comment about the car.
Yeah, that's why I said, oh, the car doesn't look like what you asked it did.
Okay, I missed that
Anyway.
part. All right, well, let's get out of here.
We get out of here? Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks everybody for being here. Crimlon, yes, for hanging out. Lady V for hanging out. It's always good to see you. And in Crimlon, yes, thanks for popping in.
FKHC 2005.
That's right. I always forget one. At FKHC 2005. It's a tang with me. So yeah, I guess we'll do number 2 next week, unless we decide to say, you know what? No, we know we just did an intro onto this. We can always just move on. It doesn't, there's billions of stuff out there.
Yeah.
And because I was looking over there at my Dark Horse Aliens issue, and I was like, oh boy, I'm kind of curious. I need to go back and read it before I do that. Again, that I haven't read that in forever. So I think JT, that's it. What do you got going on the rest of the week?
No plans right now, except for I'll be over with the Great Admiral Teague Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay. Is he doing something tonight?
Saturday night.
Oh, he's going all the way to Saturday. Okay.
Well, that's when I'll be with him next.
Ah, nice. Yes. Okay. For me, I'm doing a crazy ass rated R movie called Shakes the Clown tomorrow night.
Oh, I don't know if I could watch. It's probably too scary for me.
Well, it's a comedy with some alcohol dependency issues. And the cameos in this are worth the watch, even if you're not too keen on watching cowboys. Clowns. However, you've got Bobcat Goldthwait in it. It's the main dude. You've got Adam Sandler. You've got Tom Kenny. You know who that is? SpongeBob.
Yep.
And then on top of that, there's a couple other people. I know their faces, but I don't know them. But then there's also Robin Williams in there as a mime. It's so funny, dude. And then Florence Henderson has a cameo in the beginning, which the first 2-3 minutes of this movie is just off the chain. You're like, what the hell is going on? And you're like, holy shit, that's Florence freaking Henderson. You never, ever would have thought she would have done some shit like this. But she does, and it's great. So you stop in for at least 30 minutes.
All right.
Other than that, I got to try every week. I used to get tired and fall asleep Friday, late night, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Even though I'm up sometimes, I'm like, fall asleep on the couch. It was like, I just don't feel like. I always want to play, and then I'm like, because I haven't played in a while, so maybe I'll try to do that. Other than that, didn't see you guys. Hopefully, I'll stop in and say hello on Saturday. So, all right, that's it. See you next week.
Wow.